Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen, to Sante Engage. Welcome everyone sa lahat ng mga participants natin dito sa ating Zoom assembly and also sa ating Sante Engage Facebook page. I'm Ian Pagkanlungan. I'm the Corporate Training Supervisor of Sante Engage and Sante International. And welcome to another exciting Wednesday. Every Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen, it's Webinar Wednesday. So right now, it's another Crisis or No Crisis Wednesday. Of course, the grass is always greener with Sante International. And this afternoon, we'll be having a special topic. It's about oral healthcare awareness in the time of pandemic. But before I call in, okay, the one who will be introducing to you our resource speaker for this afternoon, I'd like to recognize and acknowledge the presence of our board of directors in our Zoom meeting right now. We have our Chief Network Development Officer, Sir Paul Kaluwag, is in the Zoom meeting right now. Good afternoon, Sir Paul.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, thank you, Ian. Thank you. Thank you guys for attending. It's going to be a very educational afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Thank
Good
you.
afternoon.
Good afternoon, Sir Paul.
Thank you for
Good
joining.
afternoon.
Yes, also in the Zoom meeting this afternoon, our Chief Executive Officer, the Iron Man, the Mastermind, our very own CEO, Sir Joey Marcelo, is in the meeting right now. Hi, Sir Joey.
Ay, kita pala ako, no? Kala ko nakatago ako. Good afternoon to everyone. Of course, this is an exciting afternoon that will be, of course, full of learnings. And I really hope and pray that most of our partners who will be watching right now will really be enlightened when it comes to the topic, of course, of our guest speaker. So, yeah, have a great afternoon, everyone, and let's enjoy the rest of this afternoon. All right. Thank you, Ian.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, Joey. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, before I call in our special sexy, pretty, and talented Miss SPT. I'd like to acknowledge the presence of all our guests inside our Zoom. I see Catalyst Shirley, Ma'am Shirley Reginaldo. Who else is here? Galvin Enraca, Raquel Charita, Zoni Opelec. Okay, we have now 61 people inside our Zoom meeting and about 100 inside our Sante Engage Facebook page. Okay, so without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let me call in our corporate product specialist, SPT, the sexy, the pretty, the talented Miss Bing Kalinawan. Hi, Miss Bing.
Pretty woman walking down the street.
Thank you, thank you. Pretty woman, diba? That was my intro music way back before pa talaga, no? Alam ni Sir Paul. Anyways, maraming salamat, Ian. I would be calling first, mag-welcome remarks muna isa sa ating very special one of the board of directors before I introduce to you our resource speaker at saka yung dalawang tao na nag-invite dito sa ating resource speaker. Okay, I just like to read a short profile. Okay, she is a registered nurse, magna cum laude. Okay, trusted project management consultant, a certified speaker, trainer, and personal development coach at the John Maxwell team. Boasts 20 years of experience in sales, operations, and network marketing. Let's all welcome our Sante's Chief Product Officer, Miss Minette Carag. Hi, Ate Minette.
Hi, Bing. Hello, Bing. Hi, welcome to all the Sante business owners. Thank you very much for the privilege of being here. And, you know, it's really an honor to be part of Sante International during this time of pandemic. I would like to congratulate and welcome all our Sante business owners at this time, even when there's so much stress and trouble outside. You have chosen to invest in knowledge and increasing skills. And of course, because of increased skill, and particularly with the very interesting topic of oral health during this time of pandemic, you'll be equipping yourself with more knowledge to share with others. You'd be able to share more and help more and achieve the vision of the company to help people live better lives. So welcome to this webinar and enjoy the learnings. Thank you very much, Bing and Ian. Kudos to the Engage team.
Thank you, Ate Minette. Happy birthday na rin. going to celebrate her birthday this Saturday. No, October
In-announce pa talaga.
in-announce. October is really a great month. I mean, not only because it's the birthday month of the directors, no? Pero ang dami-daming surprises talaga. Parang we never run out of trainings that we want to impart with our business owners, no? Ang dami-daming mga good news. Iano ko na rin sa Monday CEO CEO updates on Monday. No, we have a lot of announcements and training programs. Thank you very much, Ate Minette. Okay, Ian, you're still there, no? So maybe you can introduce two of our business owners, no, na ito yung nag-introduce sa atin para sa resource speaker. So they will share konti lang, paano ba nila nakilala, paano tayo nag-bridge, paano natin nakuha itong dentist nurse na ating resource speaker.
Yes, Ma'am Bing, I'd like to introduce the mentors, no? The one responsible for having our doctor resource speaker for this afternoon. Tawagin ko po ang ating branch operator for Bacoor and Dasmariñas. Let's all welcome Ma'am Mercy Baldelovar. Hi, Ma'am Mercy.
Hi,
Hi. Hi. A pleasant afternoon to our beloved CEO, Sir Joey, and our NetDev director, of course, Sir Paul Kaluwag, and the NetDev team, Ma'am Bing, and the rest of the NetDev team. Good afternoon to our viewers at FB Live, and good afternoon also to those who are inside the Zoom. Okay, I get to know Doc JM dahil dun sa nakilala ko siya dun sa event natin. Nag-attend sila ng event natin. That was 2018 nang nag-attend sila ng Thanksgiving party ng group ng Dynamic Achievers. Okay? Doc JM is under the team of Miss Vivian Kausapin and Miss Che Roa. Okay? They are the group of PCGA, okay? Philippine Coast Guard Auxiliary, all right? Ito yung isang group na sumusuport sa Philippine Coast Guard, okay? They are group of doctors and dentists nasa grupo ni She Roa, okay? Masayang-masaya ako sa opportunity na to dahil sa business natin na ito, na-broaden ang horizon natin, nakilala natin ang maraming mga business partners natin. At isa na din doon, blessed kami of course, at nakilala natin. At nasa team natin ngayon, si Doc JM. Okay? And nang ni-request namin ni Miss Roa, si Doc JM, para of course masupport natin ang engage Doctor's Talk ni Ma'am Bing, hindi siya nagdalawang isip. Kaagad siya. Yes, kaagad siya. Okay? So, sobra kami nagpapasalamat, Doc JM, and sobra kami nagpapasalamat sa opportunity nito sa Sante International. Okay? Para makapag-share si Doc JM or makapag-pay forward ang sinasabi niya kanina. Okay? And si Miss Sheroa, may maganda siyang kwento kung paano na nakilala ni Doc JM ang Sante Barley, paano nag-join si Doc JM sa team ni Miss Sheroa, of course, ni Miss Vivian, at team ng Dynamic Achievers. Let me introduce Miss Sheroa.
Hi, She.
Yes, good afternoon. Thank you, Mentor Mercy Baldelovar, ma'am. Good afternoon, Ian, Ma'am Bing, at sa ating Chief Operating Officer, Ma'am Minette Carag, also Sir Paul, and then Ma'am Sheila. Good afternoon to everyone, to all partners, owners here in the International. Share ko lang about Doc JM. Konti lang to, short lang. So, our first meeting namin ni Doc JM is medical mission, medical dental and mission sa Kawit, Cavite. And then that time, pagdating kasi sa site, hindi naman kami nag-uusap niyan. So, pagdating sa site, trabaho agad, salang ka agad ng sit up ka agad ng medical mission namin. And then, pagdating ng lunch, nagkwentuhan kami about health. So, si Doc JM that time pagod. ang dami na niyang 150 patient na tapos nila 12 o'clock. So, sobrang pagod ni Doc GM. At then, nagkwento siya about sa niya, wala siyang tulog. Na-share ni Comonay ni Alvaran about Sunday. So, Doc GM, would you try your Sunday barley? So, tinanong ni Doc GM about Sunday. Ano yun? Then, na-explain ni Ma'am Naimi regarding sa benefit ng Sunday barley. Humingi kaagad ng canister si Doc GM and then Doc Paz. So, the following day, mayroon ulit kami medical mission. Accidentally, na-late sila. Bakit sila na-late? Tanong niyo kung bakit na-late. It's because of Sante, kasalanan ni Sante. Kasi napasarap ang tulog. Ang sarap na daw ng tulog nila, nakabawi na ng tulog. So, refreshing na yung ni Doc. Hindi na siya napapagod. Kahit daw kunti lang tulog niya. Once na makatake lang siya ng Sante, very energetic na raw siya. So every time na nag-medical mission kami, kasi ang meeting lang namin ni Doc GM is sa, kung hindi meeting sa Philippine Coast Guard Auxiliary, madalas is medical and dental mission. So usually yung ginaganap yung operation namin is Kawit Cavite and Cavite City. So, hindi maiiwasan pagdating ng lunchtime namin, magkakwentuhan. So, nasi-share ng iba yung sa Sante. So, karamihan na sa amin, user na ng Sante Barley. Why Sante has a very saleable and thriving company and saleable, effective, affordable products. This kind of pandemic has not been easy for all of us. Mental health, financial stability, work mobility, education, and many other things are compromised. So we pray for those people struggling with their families and for those people who are experiencing hunger in these critical times. And then to all our frontliners, we are here, frontliners also, who are doing the best they can fight the virus. And we pray for those people who are already have COVID-19 and battling for this life and give us hope and hold and have courage. We always thank you for all the blessing, even the midst of this pandemic. And we thank you also for the blessing of Sante Barley International. Marami kaming natutulungan, like mga seafarer, kasi positive COVID sila. After 3 days na nag-take sila ng Sante Barley. So far, so good. Ang ganda ng feedback. Pagdating ng 14 days, ang result nila, good news, is negative na. That's why, thanks God. Thank you with that. Back to you, Mentor Ian.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Miss Mercy. No? So, kwento ko lang din ng konti. Actually, it was Mercy that I approached 2 months ago, I think. Kasi sabi ko, I got 2 doctors from North, this time South naman. Sabi ko, Mercy, kasi ang dami, I know the Coast Guard Auxiliary, the seafarers, marami talaga kayo. And also, Miss Vivian, kausapin, thank you. Okay? Thank you sa team ninyo because you are the ones referring me to these doctors, no? Iyan, marami sa grupo talaga nila na natulungan ni Barley, no? Natulungan, especially the Coast Guards, seafarers, maraming nag-negative na nga dun sa grupo nila, okay? So, Iyan, may question ka?
Wala, ma'am. Excited na kaming lahat sa talk ni Doc. And thank you, Ma'am She and Ma'am Mercy, for being a bridge to all of us and bridging all these doctors to Sante International. Yes, Ma'am Bing, you can now introduce our resource speaker.
Oo nga, para makapag-share na siya ng knowledge, no? I would just, again, read a short profile, okay? He is a member of the International Association for Orthodontics, Doctor of Dental Medicine, Central Escolar University, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, double degree din siya, katulad ko, di ba? He hails from Marinduque, but he lives in Cavite, no? He has 4 clinics, but ngayon 2 nga lang daw yung open because of the pandemic. Okay, so hindi ko na papatagalin, pina-shortcut ko yung kanyang profile. I'm honored, I'm extremely honored to bring him into this webinar. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Dr. John Maynard Grave. Hi, Doc JM. Kamusta? Hi, Doc. Nakaano ka na ba? Si Doc, when I called him up, no, puro kami phone calls, I always sent him messages. In fact, si Sheb made a group, no? May group kami, Dr. JM Stock, no? So, I asked his credentials, binigyan ko siya ng outline. He gave me his outline also kasi for today, no, this is mouth care. Again, these are just basic for some. Pero minsan, yung mga basic nakakalimutan talaga natin. So, maraming isi-share si Doc JM. Doc JM, are you ready?
Yes.
Ayan. Yan. Welcome, Doc JM. Kamusta?
Okay po. Okay naman po. Thank you for having me po.
Thank you for accepting our invitation. It's really a privilege kasi this is one of our programs in Engage, no? Yung program ng team, which is the Practitioners on Purpose, no? So you are the 4th doctor na na-invite namin na these are all Santay Barley distributors, and we are very honored that you are one of the distributor member. Okay? Doc, kwento ka naman ng konti. Kamusta ka na? I know you're...
Okay naman po. Medyo busy. Thankful pa din kahit papano. Dahil sa nangyayari sa atin ngayon, still operational pa rin naman po yung mga clinic namin. And we still cater pa rin kahit nga medyo delikado kasi nga hindi naman natin po pwedeng itigil yung operation just because of the pandemic. So meron pa rin mga pangangailangan ng mga tao na kailangan pa rin naming tugunan. So
correct.
yun, tuloy po ang serbisyo kahit na nakakatakot.
Oo nga. Thank you, no, as being a frontliner. So nakwento nga ni Doc JM na they have 4 clinics but only 2 are open today. Pero still, di ba, yun na nga, kailangan tugunan yung mga pangangailangan. Kasi, alam ko sa iba, pag masakit talaga yung ngipin, hindi, ito yung pain na hindi mo pwedeng ipagpaliban eh. You really have to do something pagka may sakit dyan sa ngipin natin. Pero, ayun na nga, maraming share si Doc JM. Are you ready, Doc? Maybe you can share the screen. Kasi nga, oral care, mouth care, maraming nagsisimula dyan. So marami rin isi-share si Doc JM sa atin. Okay? Are you ready? Thank you.
Hey po. Once again, good afternoon, everyone. I hope everything is okay with you despite what's going on right now. I am Dr. John Maynard Grave from Bacoor, Cavite, a registered nurse for 13 years and practicing dentistry for a little over 5 years now. But before I start, please allow me to thank a bunch of people for without them, this would not be possible. To Ms. Bing Fernandez, thank you for the trust and guidance.
You're
to Ma'am
welcome.
Cheryl Roa, to Ma'am Noemi Alvaran, and Ma'am Mercy Baldelovar for believing in me. So thank you po, and thank you for this opportunity. Just to give you a little background on how Santay Barley came into my life, Santay Barley was introduced to me by Ma'am Noemi Alvaran and Ma'am Cheryl Roa. If I remember it correctly, it was during one of our activities in Philippine Coast Guard Auxiliary. I mentioned that I was having hyperacidity. In fact, I already have GERD, or the gastroesophageal reflux. And because of that, I was having trouble sleeping. I can barely eat, and worse, I was having a hard time swallowing food. water, or even my own saliva, and ended up throwing up every time. It was really a nightmare at the time. Super thank you to my partner, Dr. Paz Villanueva. She was literally on standby mode, just in case I needed to be rushed to the hospital at that time. I did consult medical doctors, and they gave me medication. So they would advise me to refrain from eating or drinking food that would trigger my hyperacidity. But after after the consultations, they would give me medicines, and after taking them, while taking the medicines, I feel better. But after taking the medicines, I would go back to the same feeling again. So that's the time my doctor decided to uh, to go on a procedure like endoscopy procedure para malaman talaga kung ano yung nangyayari sa akin. But moving forward, nung sa activity nga po namin nila Ma'am Noemi, nabanggit nila sa akin yung Sante Barley. Ma'am Noemi mentioned it and then suggested it to try. And without hesitations, me and Doc Paz ordered and drink Sante Barley on a regular basis. By grace of God and consuming Sante Barley every day, I feel better. In fact, I can eat anything and everything again. It's now a habit. Instead of drinking coffee in the morning, I drink Sante Barley. And also before going to bed. And since then, I'm on grass every day. Today, I was asked to give a lecture on oral health care, one of the most neglected part of our overall health. Yet, it is also one of the most important part of one's health. Oral hygiene is an integral part of personal hygiene practices and should not be neglected. Similar to hand hygiene, na paulit-ulit po nating naririnig ngayon kasi nga meron tayong pandemic na pinagdadaanan, it is also essential in reducing infection from the oral cavity and thus its transfer to other parts of the body, like for example, your lungs, your kidneys, and other vital organs of the body. I will just give me a little time. I will share the screen of my slides. Saglit lang po.
Tama man Bing si Doc JM, no? Like washing of the hands, mouth care is equally important, if not more important, because it's the window, the doorway towards your internal organs.
So actually, madaming share si Doc JM this afternoon. Ano? We discussed, no, everything. Sabi ko nga, we tend to forget, like, yun nga, hand wash. Pero ngayon, paulit-ulit na ginagawa. Pero, yun nga, maraming health challenges na nagsisimula sa mouth. So that will be discussed by Doc JM. Doc, okay na.
Yung screen ko, nakikita niyo po ba yung person? Okay. So, the topic is oral health, a window to overall health. First, what is oral health? So according to the World Health Organization, oral health is a key indicator of overall health, well-being, and quality of life. It encompasses a range of diseases and conditions that include dental caries, periodontal disease, tooth loss, oral cancer, oral manifestations of HIV infection, the orodental trauma, the denoma, and birth defects such as cleft lip and palate. So what's the connection between oral health and our overall health? Like other areas of the body, your mouth teems with bacteria, meaning yung mouth daw po natin is punong-puno ng bacteria, but mostly harmless. But your mouth is the entry point to the digestive and the respiratory tracts, and some of these bacteria can cause disease. So normally po, the body's natural defenses and good oral health care such as daily brushing, flossing, keep the bacteria under control kasi nga po, puro bacteria talaga yung bibig natin. However, without proper oral hygiene, bacteria can reach levels that might lead to oral infections. So ito po yung ayaw nating mangyari. So because of that, pag tumaas yung mga bad bacteria po natin sa bibig, nagkakaroon po ng tooth decay and gum disease. Also, certain medications such as, syempre, lalo na po ngayon, medyo madami tayong iniinom na gamot kasi nga gusto nating makaiwas dun sa sakit. Meron tayong mga iniinom. And dun sa mga iba namang tao, merong maintenance na gamot. So, hindi natin po yun maiiwasan. So, merong certain medications na nakaka-affect po sa ating oral health. So, yung mga decongestants, antihistamines, the painkillers, the diuretics, and the antidepressants, it can reduce salivary flow, meaning nababawasan po yung pag-produce ng ating laway. And later on, I will explain kung gaano po ba ka-importante ang laway para sa ating oral health. Okay? The saliva or the laway washes away food and neutralizes acids that produce bacteria in the mouth. It helps to protect you from microbes that multiply and lead to the disease. So studies suggest that oral bacteria and the inflammation associated with the severe form of gum disease or the periodontitis, this is the more advanced na sakit na po ito, no, might play a role in some diseases. And certain diseases such as diabetes and HIV/AIDS can lower body's resistance to infection, making the oral health problems more severe. So ano daw po ba yung mga conditions that could be linked to the oral health? First, we have the endocarditis. I'm not saying that yung bacteria na galing sa bibig natin is the sole reason kung bakit tayo nagkakaroon ng mga ganitong sakit. But it plays a major role. They contribute a major factor in developing this kind of diseases. Like for example, the endocarditis. Ano po ba yung endocarditis? This is the infection dun sa lining po ng ating puso. So paano po ba nagkakaroon ng infection dun sa lining ng ating puso? So from the bad bacteria that comes from different parts of the body, like for example, our topic is from the mouth. So from the mouth, yung bad bacteria na yun, kapag po nag-travel and sumama sa bloodstream natin, pumunta sa puso and dumikit sa lining ng ating puso, that's the time na na-form po yung endocarditis. So cardiovascular diseases. So although the connection is not fully understood, some research suggests that heart disease or clogged arteries and stroke might be linked to the inflammation and infections that oral bacteria can cause. So meron pa rin pong mga studies na nagli-link na yung bad bacteria from the mouth can also cause that. Again, another problem would be the pregnancy and birth complications. So ano tawag dito? So hindi lang po pala sa mga kung ano-anong sakit, even pregnancy and dun sa birth complications, meron din pong effect na ibibigay yung bad bacteria coming from our mouth. Kasi nga po, ang periodontitis o yung pagkakaroon natin ng infection sa bibig can be linked to premature birth and low birth weight of the baby. So kaya po kung meron po kayong mga asawa na buntis or meron kayong pinsan, kamag-anak na buntis, wag nyo po silang hadlangan na kailangan pa rin po talaga nilang magpa-check sa doktor, sa mga dentist, kasi mas kailangan po nilang malinisan ng ngipin, ma-check kung meron po ba silang mga problema sa ngipin. Kasi nga po, meron din siyang effect, hindi lang doon sa nanay, pati doon sa baby sa kanyang sinapupunan. Another disease is pneumonia. So certain bacteria in your mouth can be pulled into your lungs. Again, kasi nga po, ang bibig natin is point of entry siya papunta sa ating respiratory and our digestive system. So, pwede siyang mag-cause ng pneumonia and other diseases. Certain conditions naman po also might affect your oral health, including the diabetes, like what I've said earlier. Kasi sa mga diabetic patient po, medyo reduced yung pag-produce nila ng laway kasi nga po sa dami ng gamot na kanilang iniinom. So sa HIV naman po, may mga problems kasi na dito actually sa very privileged kami kasi parang sa umpisa pa lang ng sakit na HIV, meron na agad siyang oral manifestation. So nakikita namin agad kung ito pwede itong mag-lead to HIV. So mare-refer namin agad sa mga specialist yung patient. So very important po talaga na once in a while or kailangan on a regular basis, nagpapacheck po tayo sa ating mga dentista. Another conditions would be osteoporosis. This bone weakening disease is linked with periodontal bone loss and tooth loss. So certain drugs used to treat osteoporosis carry a small risk of damage to the bones of the jaw. Meron din po tayong Alzheimer's disease. Dito naman sa mga Alzheimer's disease, syempre nga, normally naman to mga geriatric patients. So worsening of oral health in the Alzheimer's disease is very much evident, okay? Other conditions that might be linked to oral health include eating disorders, rheumatoid arthritis, certain cancers, and an immune system disorder that causes the dry mouth. So medyo paulit-ulit po ako dun sa dry mouth ha, kasi later on malilink po natin yon dun sa mga diseases pa na matatakal po natin. So it is important to tell your dentist about the medications you take and about the changes in your overall health, especially if you've recently been ill or you have chronic conditions such as diabetes. Lalo na po sa panahon ngayon, please lang po, pag po kayo ay pumunta, kahit hindi sa amin, mga dentist, kahit sa mga medical doctors, kapag naman po sana kayo ay pumunta sa inyong mga medical provider or healthcare provider, please tell the truth. Never lie. Lalo na po sa panahon ngayon. Kasi from there, sa history po na binigay ninyo sa amin, doon po kami gagawa ng treatment plan. So pag meron po kayong na-miss na information, which is very vital, sa panahon po kasi ngayon, lahat ng information is really vital. So, maging open lang po tayo para yung treatment na pwede naming ibigay sa inyo, mas maganda and mas appropriate. Before I discuss how we can protect our oral health, let me refresh you on the anatomy of the oral cavity. This is just the basic. So, we have the lip, the gingiva, the teeth, the palate, which consists of the hard and soft palate, the uvula, the tonsils, the buccal mucosa, the floor of the mouth, and the tongue. So there are so many parts of the oral cavity, but we will be focusing on the two main parts, which are the teeth and the gums. Okay. First is the teeth. So their teeth are made up of different layers. So as you can see here, we have the enamel, the dentine, the pulp, and the cementum. The enamel, which is the hardest substance in the body, is on the outside of the tooth. Ito po yun. Ito yung white. Nakikita nyo po ba yung mouse ko? Okay. Yan. The second layer is the dentine, which is softer than enamel, and the deepest layer inside the tooth is the pulp. So dito po sa pulp na to, it consists of the nerves and the blood vessels. And on this part, this is the cementum. It is part of the root, and part of the root that is beneath the gums or nasa bone na siya. The number and types of teeth a person has changes as they age. So typically, people have two sets of teeth during their life. The primary teeth or the baby teeth and the adult teeth or the permanent teeth. So ito po yun. So we have the primary teeth over here sa top and the permanent teeth dito. Gaano po ba kaimportante yung primary teeth or the baby teeth? Napaka-importante po nito, no? So kung meron po tayong mga anak na mga 6 years old and below, please po, from the moment na tumubo po yung ngipin nila, pakialagaan po kasi napaka-importante po ng mga primary teeth na to. One function of them is nagsiserve po sila as guide ng mga permanent na tutubo. So hindi po pwedeng rason yung sasabihin kasi mostly ito po yung naririnig namin sa office. Okay lang po Dok yan na bunutin or mabulok kasi mapapalitan pa naman po yan. So hindi po dapat ganon. Kasi importante po yan para sila po kasi nagsisilbing guide ng mga permanent para kung alam ng mga permanent kung saan sila tutubo. Otherwise, if we prematurely remove the primary teeth, hindi na alam nung nasa loob ng ngipin na permanent kung saan sila tutubo. And there are two scenarios that could happen. It's either madidelay po yung pagtubo ng permanent teeth or worse, hindi na sa tutubo at all. So nagkakaroon ng impacted. Yun yung tinatawag natin na impacted tooth. We have the types of the teeth. Ito po yun. I will discuss na lang po muna yung sa adult teeth para mas makarelate po kayo. So we have the incisors. Ito po yung pinaka-dalawang nasa harapan natin. The canine or the pangil, the premolars, and the molars. So ano po ba yung function? Ito pong mga ngipin na to ay may kanya-kanya silang functions. Let me discuss it with you one by one. So incisors. So incisors are the sharp teeth at the front of the mouth that bite into food and cut it into smaller pieces. They are flat with a thin edge and they are also called the anterior teeth. So both children and adults have 8 incisors. We have 4 centrals, 2 on each side, and then the lateral dun sa mga katabi po nila. Yung canine, pangil. So canines are the sharp, ito po yun. I have here. So yung pangil, the sharp pointed teeth that sit next to the incisors and that look like fangs. So we also call them the cuspids or the eye teeth kasi kalinya po siya ng mata natin. So canines are the longest of the teeth and people use them to tear food. So both children and adults have 4 canines. Children usually get their first permanent canines between the ages of 9 and 12. So the lower canines tend to come through slightly before the jaw, before those in the upper jaw. Next is the premolars or the bicuspids. They are bigger than the incisors and canines. They have many ridges and help chew and grind up the food. Adults have 8 premolars. The first and second premolars are the molars that sit next to the canines. Young children, ito po yung pinagkaiba. Sa primary teeth or sa mga ngipin ng bata, wala po sila ng premolar. Pang-adult lang po yun. Okay? Sa molars naman po, molars are the biggest of all the teeth. They have large, flat surface with ridges that allow them to chew food and grind it up. Adults have 12 permanent molars, 6 on the bottom, and top jaw, and children have 8 primary molars. The last molars to erupt are the wisdom teeth. Ito din, napaka-problematic din po nitong wisdom teeth na to or the third molars, which usually come through between the ages of 17 to 21. However, meron po kaming mga cases pa rin. Kasi I don't know kung dahil sa sobrang lalaki po talaga ng mga sumisibol na bata ngayon kasi may mga 15, mga 6-footer na. So, meron ako nakita, the youngest is 14, meron na siyang wisdom tooth na tumutubo. This sit at the end of the row of the teeth in the far corners of the jaw. So ito na po yung sa pinaka dulong-dulo na, no? Some people do not have all the 4 wisdom teeth. The teeth may stay uninterrupted or unerupted in the bone and never appear in the mouth. So sometimes wisdom teeth can become impacted, which means they can become trapped under the gum and are unable to come through properly. Wisdom teeth that only come through halfway or in the wrong position can increase the risk for infection or damage surrounding the areas. It is essential to see a dentist if people have issues with their wisdom teeth. Wag naman po sana yung pupunta lang sa amin kapag magang-maga na yung mukha, hindi na makabuka ng bibig. So, again, paulit-ulit po namin sasabihin, at least twice a year lang naman, every 6 months, yung pag-visit po sa dentist. So wag nyo na pong ipagkait yun para sa inyo po yun, hindi po yun para sa amin na mga dentista. So people may experience mild discomfort with their wisdom teeth when the wisdom teeth start pushing through the gums, but anyone feeling a lot of pain or has swelling should see a dentist. A dentist may need to remove the wisdom teeth if a person has tooth decay, pain, or infection. Ito na nga po yung pinakamasakit na part para sa amin. Pumupunta lang or naaalala lang kaming mga dentista kapag masakit na yung ngipin, kapag may problema na. But pag walang nararamdaman, okay lang. Siguro next time na si Doc. So people do not need this, dun naman sa don't worry kasi the wisdom teeth, hindi naman po natin talaga sila kailangan kasi hindi na rin naman sila nakaka-function ng maayos kasi nga they are situated dun sa pinakadulo ng ating bibig. Kaya most of the time, we advise the patients na kailangan na lang siyang tanggalin. Okay, we have the 3 main functions of the teeth. So first po is breaking down of food. So ang unang gamit po ng ating mga ngipin ay sa pagkain. Pangalawa, it enables us to pronounce words. So imagine po kung nagsasalita kayo, speaker ka, tapos wala kang ngipin. Di ba po mahirap? I'm sure meron po kayong mga lolo, lola na wala nang ngipin. So, and ito yung, nowadays, ito yung pinaka-importante. Kasi nga medyo, na tayo ngayon. More on aesthetics na yung So, shaping the face. Look at them. Kahit gaano po sila kaganda, pero dahil walang ngipin, nagbabago yung itsura. So, ganun po ka-importante ang ngipin. Huwag na huwag kayong magpapabunot ng magpapabunot. Kung kaya pang maagapan, kung kaya pang masolusyonan hanggat maaari, yun po, doon po tayo. Okay, tooth decay. Pag-usapan po natin ng tooth decay. Tooth decay is the damage of the tooth surface or the enamel, yung sinabi ko po kanina. Yung outermost layer. It happens when bacteria in your mouth make acids that attack the enamel. Tooth decay can lead to the cavities or dental caries, which are holes in your teeth. If tooth decay is not treated, it can cause pain, infection, and even tooth loss. So, again, sana po ay hindi umabot dun sa pagbunot ng ngipin. Kasi, kung mga ganito lang naman po yung sira, pwede pa po natin yan maagapan. So nasa po talaga natin yan? Nasa disiplina natin kung paano natin maalagaan ang mga ngipin natin. So what causes tooth decay? Again, kagaya po nung sinabi ko kanina, na ang bibig po natin ay punong-puno ng bacteria. Some bacteria are helpful but some are not, including the ones that play a role in tooth decay. These bacteria combine with food to form a soft, sticky film called plaque. The bacteria in plaque use the sugar and starch in what you eat and drink to make acids. The acids begin to eat away at the minerals of your enamel. Over time, the plaque can harden into tartar. So kung meron na po kayong nakikita na medyo parang puti, tapos medyo matigas na hindi na nakukuha ng toothbrushing, so tartar po ang tawag doon. Besides damaging the teeth, plaque and tartar can also irritate your gums and can cause gum disease. Our teeth go through this natural process of losing minerals and regaining minerals all day long. But if you do not take care of your teeth or eat and drink lots of sugary or starchy things, your enamel will keep losing minerals that would lead to tooth decay. So ito na lang po yun. Look at my illustration. We have the tooth here. Pag sinamahan pa natin up, syempre kumakain po tayo. We love sweets. We love chocolates. Pero ang pinaka-importante po kasi dito, I'm not saying you stop eating or you stop consuming sweets or chocolates. Ang pinaka-importante po kasi dito, yung time element. So, hindi naman porket kumain ako ng sweet ngayon, sure, mabubulok na yung ngipin ko or magkakasira na ako ng ngipin. The time element is very important. Kapag po hinayaan mo, halimbawa kumain ka, and hinayaan mo na nagstay lang doon yung pagkain, kasi syempre pag kumakain po tayo, hindi maiiwasan, merong sumisingit-singit in between our teeth. So, pag napabayaan mo siya for a long period of time, that's the time na ang result po, nagkakaroon tayo ng sira sa ngipin. Ano po ba yung early signs ng pagkasira ng ngipin? It is a white spot that may appear where minerals have been lost. So this is an early sign of tooth decay. You may be able to stop or reverse this kapag yun nga po, dun sa mga toothpaste na ginagamit natin. So meron silang mga properties doon na nakakapag-reverse ng demineralization. But if the tooth decay continues, the minerals po ng ngipin nawawala na siya. So over time, the enamel is weakened and destroyed, forming a cavity. A cavity in a hole in your tooth. Pag nagkaroon na po ng cavity, kailangan na po natin siyang matreat talaga. So it is a permanent damage that a dentist has to repair with filling material. So again nga po yun, kung sana na-check or nakita nung dentist dahil nagpa-check ka, nakita na meron ka ng mga white spots, naagapan po sana yun. So kapag pinatagal nyo pa, doon, nagpo-form na yung nagkakaroon na sila ng cavity and nangingitim na. So sino po ba yung mga at risk for tooth decay? So some people have a higher risk of tooth decay, including people who do not have enough saliva. Again, ito na naman yung laway. So ganun po talaga ka-importante ang laway. But yun nga, dahil nga sa hindi maiiwasang mga bagay-bagay, minsan talaga kailangan nating uminom ng mga gamot. So yung mga gamot, ang side effect, nagkakaroon tayo ng dry mouth. So isa pa is, kapag meron tayong mga sakit, so meron kasing certain diseases talaga na pwedeng mag-reduce ng ating production ng saliva. And ito yung dun sa mga pansin niyo po sa mga cancer patients. So yung the chemotherapy, the radiation therapy, yun, super dry mouth po sila. Nawawala talaga totally yung production ng saliva. The second one are the very young age. So babies and toddlers who drink from bottles are at risk. Ito po, please lang, sa mga nanay po dyan na may mga anak na dumidede pa. Okay lang naman pong patidein ang mga anak. Yun nga lang, wag naman po sana ninyong padedein tapos hinahayaan yung nakasalpak yung dede habang natutulog si baby. Kasi uulitin ko po, kung dun sa kanina, yung time element po, di ba, kumain, yung pagkain is yung dede. Meron na tayong bacteria sa bibig. Sinalpakan mo ng dede, ang dede ay sugar. And then yung time element na magdamag na nakababad doon. So that's the time na form po yung nakikita nyo parang, ang ganda naman ng ngipin ng anak ko pero after some time, naging brownish na siya. So yun po yun. So unti-unti nang nasisira kasi nga, binabad nyo ng binabad overnight yung dede sa bibig ng bata. What I can advise is, after po siguro consuming the milk, kung talagang hindi maiwasan na kailangan meron pa rin nasa loob, palitan nyo po yung dede ng tubig. At least maririnse yon yung bibig ng bata. The third one are the old people or the geriatric patients. So many older adults have receding gums and more wear in their teeth. This raise the risk of decay in the exposed root surfaces of their teeth. So what are the symptoms of tooth decay? In early tooth decay, you usually don't have symptoms. As tooth decay gets worse, it can cause toothache. So nagkakaroon na po ng toothache, tooth sensitivity to sweets, hot or cold, white or brown stains on the surface of the tooth. Ito na yon, cavity. And lastly, yung infection which can lead to an abscess, or pag meron na po kayong nakita dun sa tapat ng ngipin nyo, pag meron po kayong napansin na parang, ay may pimple ako dito sa gums. So hindi po tinutubuan ng pimple ang gilagid, ha? Ang pimple po ay para sa mukha lang, sa labas. So pag may parang nakita kayo na parang pimple sa loob, ibig sabihin po meron ng infection. At ang infection na yon umabot na sa pinaka-bone. Kasi pag pinasukan mo po ng instrument yung pimple-like na yon, papasok yon, ibig sabihin nabutas na niya pati yung pinaka-bone mo. Okay? So how are tooth decay and cavities diagnosed? So dentists usually find tooth decay and cavities by looking at your teeth clinically and probing them with dental instruments. But for some cases, kinakailangan po din namin ng x-ray. So ito po yung nakabilog dito. Kung napapansin niyo po, itong ngipin na to is very healthy kasi white na white siya, no? But this one, yung katabing ngipin, meron siyang shadow dito na black. So ibig sabihin po nun, may sira yung part na yon. Also in this part, dito sa baba, yung dalawang magkatabi, may nakikita po kayong shadow. So meron siyang kissing caries. Magkatabi, malamang ang naging dahilan niyan, yung hindi kayo nagfo-floss. So kissing caries happens kapag na-stuck ng matagal na panahon yung pagkain in between your teeth, tas hindi nyo po nalinis ng maayos. So what are the treatments for the tooth decay and cavities? So there are several treatments for tooth decay and cavities. Which treatment you get depends on how bad the problem is. And ito rin po yung isa sa mga issues natin. So kapag maliit pa yung sira, mas mura pa siya. Kasi ngayon parang sinasabi lagi na ayoko na magpa-dentista kasi ang mahal magpa-dentista. Actually, hindi po mahal magpa-dentista. Yung kapabayaan po natin yung nagpapamahal. Kasi kung maliit pa lang sana yung sira ng ngipin, simple pasta will do. So hindi na natin kailangan pang dumaan sa root canal. So, yon. Fillings, ito po yung ginagawa namin. So, tinatanggal yung pinakasira ng ngipin, papatungan ng filling material. The next is the root canal. Ginagawa po ang root canal treatment or root canal therapy kapag masyadong nang extensive yung sira ng ngipin. So, kapag umabot na po dun sa pulp na sinabi ko kanina, so na-damage na yon, hindi na talaga kaya yon ng simple pasta. Root canal. Ang root canal po, tatanggalin natin yung pinaka-nerves doon sa loob ng root, lilinisin, papatuyuin, and then isasemento natin siya. And ito yung pinaka-huli sana nating pinapagawa sa ating mga dentista, the extraction. So, ginagawa lang po talaga sana ang extraction kapag kailangan na, and the tooth is really not worth saving. Let's go to the gums. So, ito po yung healthy gums. Ito yung merong gum disease. So mapapansin nyo naman po yun agad kung meron kayong gum disease kasi pag nakita nyo pa lang sa gilagid nyo na parang bakit kaya namumula yung gilagid ko. So i-check nyo po mamaya pagtapos natin. So i-check nyo kung anong mga itsura ng inyong mga gums, no? So healthy gums should be pink and firm to touch. I'm not saying na kapag black yung gums, hindi po healthy ha. Kasi ang gums po, it varies pa din. So kapag ka medyo fair complexion ka, pasok sa iyo yung pink na color. Pero syempre kapag ka medyo nasa darker color tayo, may tendency na medyo dark din yung color ng gums natin. In early stages of the gum disease or the gingivitis, they can become red or swollen or even painful. Like this one, yung sa gum disease na to, medyo masakit siya ng konti. But ito, neglected din to eh. Minsan parang binabaliwala. Kahit na nakikita nila na pag nagtututbrush sila, dumudugo. Healthy po ba yun? So hindi po healthy yun ha kapag ka brushing pa lang, dumudugo na yung gums. So dito sa part na to, yung red or swollen gums, ibig sabihin yan, meron na pong build up ng plaque dito sa ilalim. Kaya siya irritated. Ano po ang solusyon para dyan? You have to see your dentist. Kasi po kailangan na nilang linisin yung ilalim. Kasi hindi na po yan nakukuha ng simple brushing sa bahay. Bleeding gums, again, bleeding gums after brushing or flossing is a telltale sign of gum disease. So kapag daw po dumudugo, ibig sabihin, meron na tayong problema. The buildup of plaque at the base of the tooth that causes them to become red or swollen can also lead to bleeding. An improved brushing routine and more dedicated floss can often sort this out, but it may be best to visit the dentist to check whether the disease has developed and is on its way to more serious complications. Again, ituturo ko rin po later on kung paano yung proper way of brushing and kung ano po ba yung recommended na toothbrush para sa atin. We also experience metallic taste in our mouth. So kapag feeling nyo po parang lasang metal yung bibig nyo, like after brushing, hindi naman po yun dahil sa kung anong meron. So, minsan kasi, yung remnants ng blood naiiwan sa bibig natin. So, yun yung nagkakos ng metallic taste. So, bad breath. According to the National Health System, around 1 in 4 people have bad breath on a regular basis. Poor oral hygiene is often to blame, with any food trapped in your teeth causing to build up a bacteria in the mouth. These bacteria produce toxins and foul-smelling gases that could lead to persistent bad breath and gums. However, hindi naman po ibig sabihin na bad breath kayo ay dahil na yun sa ngipin. Kasi meron pong mga certain conditions, kasi minsan nagtataka kayo, okay naman yung ngipin ko, wala naman akong sira, pero bakit may amoy pa rin yung bibig ko? So minsan po kasi galing siya sa tiyan. So kapag ka nag-burp tayo, yung acid na umaakyat, so nagbibigay yun ng medyo foul smelling. The next is excessive saliva. So kung problema po natin kanina yung kulang or walang laway, problema din po ang dulot naman ng sobra din ang laway. So saliva is a natural part of our healthy body, helping to fight off germs in the mouth and prevent bad breath, as well as aiding tasting and swallowing. But too much saliva could be a sign of an unhealthy buildup of bacteria that could cause gum disease. So can tooth decay be prevented? Sobrang yes po. Capital Y-E-S. There are steps that you can take to prevent the tooth decay. First, at very practical na gawin po, brush your teeth twice a day. Ito lang po yung talagang tanging paraan na pwede nating gawin. So, brushing your teeth twice a day is enough. Hindi naman po nire-require na every after eating, mag-brush kayo. And please, that is 2 minutes of your 24 hours lang. So pakiseryoso naman na po yung pagsisipilyo. Kasi una, ang result nun is maganda sa katawan. Pangalawa, makakasave po kayo ng maraming pera. I'm telling you. So ano po ba daw yung tamang pagsisipilyo? Siyempre, dapat po tama yung toothbrush na ginagamit natin. So ano po ba yung recommended namin ng mga toothbrush? We recommend the slim brush. Yung pinakamalambot at yung manipis. So I'm happy that Sante Barley came up with this toothbrush. Actually, this is Sante Barley brush. And I'm using this for 2 months na. Magto 2 months na. Kasi nung pinakilala po ako kay Miss Bing, nabanggit niya sa akin na may toothbrush na daw po ang Sante Barley. And right away, nag-order po ako and nagbigay po si Miss Bing ng regalo. And trinay ko po siya. And super nagustuhan ko po. So, again, never use the medium. Never use the hard ones. Use the soft ones. And paano po ba yung tamang pagsisipilyo? Gentle lang naman po ang kailangan. Hindi naman po kailangang harsh. Huwag masyadong madiin, huwag nang gigigil, huwag nagmamadali. Kasi ito po yung nagiging problema natin. Akala natin, dahil gigil na gigil tayo, nalilinis na siya ng mabuti. Hindi po ganun. So gentle lang yung pagbrush. Ang na-discover ko po is tama yung naka-angulate siya ng 45 degrees. Pero kailangan hindi siya horizontal. Kasi kapag horizontal yung motion, nagagasgas po natin yung gums, nagagasgas din natin yung ngipin. So the proper way is naka-angulate siya in 45 degrees, medyo circular motion and vibrating. Bakit vibrating? Para po yung bristles ng toothbrush pumapasok in between the teeth. So kaya din po ang pinapagamit and suggested namin is yung mga slim bristles para pumapasok sila in between the teeth. So 2 minutes lang naman po yan ng pagbabrush. So wag na po nating madaliin. Okay? And then pag sa ibabaw na, yun, we can do the tawag dito? Parang push-pull motion. So, yun. Okay? Sa sides, again, naka-angulate po in 45 degrees. Circular and vibrating po yung pagbabrush. Sa mga naka-ortho, for sure, meron po kayong anak na may mga braces. So, turuan nyo din po ha. Kailangan naman medyo more than 45 degrees. Para yung brackets, nababrush din siya. Yan. And likewise, sa ilalim, kailangan binabrush din siya ng ganyan. Okay, what else? Ano pa po ba yung pwede nating gawin aside from brushing our teeth? Regularly flossing our teeth. Again, I would recommend to floss at least once a day. So siguro yung pinaka-last toothbrush nyo po, dun kayo mag-floss. Hindi naman po every time na magbabrush kayo ay kailangan mag-floss. However, kapag feeling nyo napasarap po kayo ng pagkain and nasa office, walang dalang toothbrush, kung hindi makakapag-toothbrush at alam nyo na medyo madaming na-stock na pagkain, at least floss and gargle. Para lang po, again, uulitin ko, yung time element po kasi na nakababad yun doon sa in between your teeth is very, very vital. Kapag the longer the period of time na nandun yun, mas malaki yung chance na masira po yung ngipin. Okay, the next one, replace toothbrush every 3 months. Ito po, hindi naman not necessarily kailangan mong sundin yung every 3 months. Kasi minsan nga po, kapag mali yung yun yung standard 3 months. Minsan kasi pag mali yung paraan ng pagsisipilyo, napapansin niyo po, dumadapa na yung toothbrush. And minsan kahit dapang-dapa na, sige pa rin, yun pa rin yung ginagamit. So wala na po, hindi na po niya nasa-serve yung purpose niya kapag nakadapa na po yung mga bristles ng toothbrush. Okay? And isa pa pong instance na kailangan yung palitan ng toothbrush. Kapag po nagkasakit kayo, like for example, nagkaroon kayo ng pneumonia, nagkaroon kayo ng flu-like symptoms, palitan po agad. Kapag galing ninyo, palitan nyo na din po agad ang inyong toothbrush. Kasi ito po yung pinanglilinis natin nung may sakit tayo. Medyo baka may mga naka-house dito na bacteria, tas isusubo nyo ulit at gagamitin, so posibleng bumalik ulit siya. Okay? Next, make smart food choices by limiting foods and drinks that are high in sugars and starches. Eat nutritious, balanced meals and limit snacking. Again, hindi ko po kayo pinagbabawalang kumain ng candy, kumain ng chocolates or sweets. Ang kailangan lang po talaga ay tamang paglinis ng ngipin. Do not use tobacco products including smokeless tobacco or the vape, yung mga e-cigarettes, and if you currently use tobacco, consider quitting. See your dentist for regular checkups and professional cleanings. Again, hindi po talaga lahat nakukuha ng linis ng toothbrush. Kailangan po natin ng professional help. 2 beses lang naman po yun sa isang taon, so sana magawa po natin siya. Make sure that your children get sealants on their teeth. Ito po yun. Importante din po ito. Dental sealants are thin plastic coatings that protect the chewing surface of the back of the teeth. Children should get sealants on their back teeth as soon as they come in before decay can attack the teeth. Normally po kasi, especially kapag ang anak nyo po ay 6 years old na, mapapansin nyo po, mayroong tumutubong pag may tumubo na sa pinakahuling ngipin, yun po ay permanent agad. So wag nyo pong babaliwalain at wag nyo pong wag nyo siyang hahayaan na masira. Kasi yun po ay hanggang pagtanda niya, yung ngipin na po niya yun. So at the age of 6 years old pa lang, tingnan nyo na po yung ngipin ng mga anak ninyo at pag may tumubo na po, nakita nyo may tumubong bagong tubo doon, dalhin nyo na po sa dentista para malagyan po ng sealant. Yung sealant, ito po yun, yung white na nakikita nyo dito. Kasi nga po, yung molars, pag tumubo po yun, maraming grooves, maraming lines. So kapag ka hindi nalinis ng maaga, tapos na-stuck ng pagkain, doon po normally nag-start yung cavity. So yung cavitation dun sa mga pits and dun sa grooves and lines na yon. So ang ginagawa po natin para maproteksyonan, ilalagyan po natin ng sealant. Okay. What are the effects of COVID-19 pandemic to our oral health? According to the doctors and dentists in Las Vegas, Nevada, they are seeing new wave of dental issues from prolonged mask wearing due to COVID-19. The wave is being coined mask mouth and includes symptoms like bad breath and tooth decay and gum inflammation. So, di ba nga po, tayo ngayon ay nasa pandemya at required po tayo na gumamit. I'm not saying na wag nyo na pong suotin ng face mask. Kailangan po natin yan. Yun nga lang po, dahil nga po sa matagalang pagsuot ng face mask, kasi nagtatrabaho tayo, hindi natin maiwasan, kailangan nating lumabas, kailangan nakasuot ng face mask. Ang nagiging problema po kasi, dahil suot natin yung face mask, yung normal na breathing natin na dapat ang gamit natin ay sa ilong, nagiging mouth breather po tayo. And dahil nga mouth breather tayo kapag nakasuot tayo ng face mask, nagkukos po yun ng dry mouth. In fact, according to Dahlia Wax, it is something that they are not expecting to happen. So nagkakaroon daw po ng dry mouth. Again, ito na naman po yung dry mouth. So we need the saliva para po ma-rinse off ang ating mga ngipin and to keep everything copacetic. Ibig sabihin, in proper order and organized. Pero, meron naman po tayong solusyon para dyan. I encourage you to still wear your mask, especially now, but please do not forget to hydrate. Kasi hydration lang po ang makakatulong para maiwasan natin yung pagkakaroon ng dry mouth. So how do we hydrate? Of course, by drinking lots of water. And we could also do chewing on gums. So chewing on xylitol gums initiates salivary flow. Ito pa, some might think that just because we are required to wear mask every day when we go out does not mean we need to skip our oral healthcare routine, because some would think, anyway, no one would see my yellow teeth. Anyway, no one can smell my breath. So hindi po ganun na, hindi porket nakatago o walang makakaamoy, walang makakakita na madumi ang ngipin natin, hindi na tayo magtutoothbrush, hindi na tayo pupunta sa dentista. We are still encouraging everybody to give time to oral care and continue to your regular appointments with your dentist. Okay? So sana po ay may natutunan kayo ngayon. In conclusion, taking care of your oral health is an investment in your overall health. Visiting your dentist and dental procedures are not expensive. Neglect is. So thank you and stay safe po. Sana po ay may natutunan kayo ngayong hapon na ito.
Of course, Doc JM, maraming salamat. Maraming natutunan for sure. Iyan. Importante yan, especially sa atin. I mean, not only us, for everyone. I mean, kasi lalo business owners, we talk a lot. Buti nga ngayon, nasa Zoom, no, na technically. Pero before, face to face, nakakahiya na speaker ka, tapos you talk to your prospect, tapos bad breath ka. Meron akong kilalang ganun dati. Diba? So nakakaya. So thank you, Doc JM, no, for those tips, those learnings. Again, kasi tayo, we tend to forget Alam mo yung mamaya may mga questions ako sa'yo, no? Ian, do you want to say something? Kasi mag-share ako ng screen. Because
I'd like to thank Doc JM, no? Sa Leaders GC, thankful sila because a lot of timely reminders. Kasi Doc, nasa bahay lahat ng mga tao. There's this tendency that they forget to brush at least twice a day. So, yun, very timely reminder. Tsaka prevention talaga, no? Sa mga coffee drinkers, I'd like to ask Doc, it's the no, sabi mo nga, time is of the essence. So, okay
Yes.
lang coffee, pero syempre rinse immediately, di ba?
Yes.
Oo.
Okay lang naman pong uminom ng coffee or tea. But right after eating or drinking coffee or tea, make sure to gargle or drink water para po at least ma-lessen yung pagkapit ng stains. Kasi pag kumapit na po yung stains, sunod-sunod na yun nagiging rough na yung surface ng ngipin. So pag nag-rough po yung surface ng ngipin, that's the time kumakapit lahat. Kasi meron silang pagkakapitan.
Yeah. Okay. So before we ask questions to Doc now, I would just like to remind everyone itong toothpaste natin kasi nag-discuss na si Doc ng marami and he even mentioned about our charcoal toothpaste, no, and toothbrush, the toothbrush pala. Okay, so I would just like to remind again business owners, just change your brand. Because our toothpaste, the fresh and clean natural toothpaste, no? And when we say natural, wala tayong harmful ingredients na nandito sa ating toothpaste. Okay? So again, no parabens, no fluoride, all natural ingredients with barley malt for natural mouth protection. Okay. So yung iba kasi, hindi sila, yung fluoride kasi, there are studies that link to medical conditions also. Kaya may mga iba na hindi talaga nagtutoothpaste na merong fluoride. But yung iba, ginagamit pa rin yon. Pero being a Santinians, no? Being a Sante Barley business owners, we really highly recommend the toothpaste because it's natural, okay? So, fresh and clean natural toothpaste contains 4 herbal ingredients. First is syempre yung organic barley grass that promotes healing, making mouth sore heal faster. Alam mo, ang experience ko dito kasi minsan meron kang mga singaw kasi nga sobrang ng pag-toothbrush mo, no? Ito, binababad ko lang din siya. Itong toothbrush na to. Toothpaste na to. Another ingredient is the aloe vera extract, which is known to be effective in controlling the cavity-causing organism, making our teeth stronger. Okay? Next is the tea tree oil that fights unwanted odor. Yan yung mga bad breath. And the chamomile extract that acts as an anti-inflammatory agent. Okay? So again, pwede naman kayo mag-attend ng ating product training, no? Gusto ko lang siya isingit. And then the charcoal toothbrush, which Doc JM is now using, kasi nga, nabanggit niya talaga, it should be slim and soft. Okay? Yung charcoal na yon, yung nag-absorb ng toxins sa mouth natin, consuming from certain foods and drinks, and it works well with draining out the stains. No, kinukuha niya lahat yung mga natin dyan. Okay, so and I would like syempre as part of my thanking Doc JM, ako na magpo-promote ng clinics. Flash on the screen are the dental clinics of Doc JM sa mga taga Cavite and Muntinlupa, okay? He has 4 clinics, but 2 are now open. The JMTG Dental Clinic, it's in Unit 303 Marrow's Place, Building Block 1A, Lot 11, Victoria Avenue, Diamond Park, Victoria Homes, Tunasan, Muntinlupa. Contact numbers 0917-655-0285 and 0908-881-3373. Sa mga taga Muntinlupa, just call the number and then schedule for an appointment. And then there's Bonafe Villanueva Dental Clinic. It's in Block 1, Lot 9D, Windsor Mansion, Buhay na Tubig, Imus, Cavite. Thank you, Dr. Paz Villanueva, para kay Doc JM. Contact number 046-502-3922 and 0917-747-2406. Okay? So sabi nga niya, dentistry is not expensive, neglect is. Okay? So maraming lessons, maraming shinare si Doc JM, maraming realizations. Di ba, Ian? Agree ka ba? Okay, so we go now with the question and answer, no? Pero kung merong mga questions pa, you can send us PM, no? Babasahin ko rin from Noemi. Thank you, Noemi, ha? Doc JM, which is I mentioned, is not only a dentist, but also a registered nurse, okay? An orthodontist. Ang orthodontist, I know that's the one specializing yung mga, yung mga braces, no? Ortho, okay? But also a very active auxiliary captain of the Philippine Coast Guard Auxiliary. He gives free dental services. O, diba? Libre. Okay? With Doc, kinikilig kayo. Bakit ganun yan, diba? With Doc Paz Villanueva, even to the poorest coastal communities, medical and dental missions, both doctors are very, very busy yet able to share their time and effort to reach out the people in need. Maraming salamat, especially this webinar, no? Sinabi ko talaga kay Doc, bigay mo na sa amin tong oras na to because I know you're very busy. In fact, the whole day nagki-clinic yan. He gets very, very tired in the afternoon. Pagod na siya, tapos gagawa pa siya ng slides na tinatanong ko sa kanya, di ba? So maraming salamat. Okay, I will just ask the question. Ian, I think you have some question. Merong tanong kasi, at what age should my child foresee a dentist? Ilang taon ba dapat, Doc? Kasi yung iba, di ba, parang sabihin nila bata pa lang, pero anong edad ang dapat pumunta na sa dentista para magpa-check up ng ngipin?
Thank you po for that question. No? For me kasi, as soon as meron sanang nag-erupt ng ngipin, so dalhin na natin sa tooth eruption happens like 6 months, 8 months. So para lang po na-check natin na okay lang po yan, tama po yung tumutubong ngipin. Kasi minsan mali yung tubo ng ngipin or merong complications sa pagtubo ng ngipin. So dapat from that early, na-check na po ng dentist. And of course, yung regular check-up happens every 6 months na.
Correct.
Kasi uulitin ko po, napaka-importante po ng role ng ating mga primary teeth or the baby teeth. So kailangan po talaga silang napapreserve hanggang sa dumating yung time ng kailangan na nilang mag-fall off kasi parating na yung permanent na papalitan nila.
I agree with you. Doc JM, no? Again, prevention is better than cure. So dapat, yun pa nga, kasing iba, lalo yung mga nanay, hindi nyo dinadala talaga yung mga anak ninyo sa dentista. I'm very, very aware of this because nababanggit ko nga, I've shared it also to Doc JM, that my sister is a dentist, no? So talagang lahat kami, lahat from my sisters to the family, sa pamangkin, lalo pag di ba, ikaw Doc JM, parating mong pamilya, di ba? O magpa-dentista ka, iingatan yung ngipin, di ba? So dapat pa lang talaga, bata pa lang talaga, no? Dali na sa dentista para ma-check talaga.
And if I may add, please lang po, wag nyo naman po kaming gawing panakot sa inyong mga anak. Kasi iba po yung nai-instill sa kanila na pag sinabi nyo, sige, papabunutan kita kay Doc. So wag nyo po kaming gawing panakot kasi the moment na na-instill sa kanila yon na ay nakakatakot magpa-dentist, doon na po tayo nagkakaproblema na hirap tayong paupuin sila sa dental chair. So kaya hindi na natin sila natitreat ng maayos.
Oo nga. I agree also with that. Ikaw ba, Ian, nung bata ka, takot ka sa kami, I remember when my mom brings us to the dentist. Pag hindi kami umiyak, meron kaming prize. O, diba? Kasi ganun nga yung parating nangyayari, no? Kinatatakutan. So, meron naman kasing tinatawag na white coat syndrome, no? When the babies or the children see the doctors wearing white, natatakot na sila. Pero then again, friendly. Maganda yung sinabi ni Doc kanina, dentistry is not expensive. Neglect is, kaya naman naging mahal yung pagpapadentista mo. It's because, yun nga, natakot ka, hindi ka pumunta sa dentista hanggang lumaki yung sira to the point na magpapa-full denture ka na imbis na isa lang. Okay? Ian, what's your question?
I haven't collected any, pero meron akong question kay Doc. Doc, yung in regards with COVID-19, kasi 'di ba yung mouth natin will be the initial entry point. And nagkakaroon niya ng infection, mararamdaman mo rin yung sa throat, no? May malaking health and prevention ang ang oral care, yung mouth care sa COVID, no?
Opo. Yun nga kasi kailangan talaga natin yun kasi nga pansinin niyo po ang early signs ng COVID is sore throat. So, kung hindi pa malinis or hindi mo pa maayos na napapangalagaan ang iyong bibig, so baka konting bad bacteria lang or konting bad bacteria lang yung pumasok and posible na to agad mag-mutate into something more serious kung masyadong na-overpower ng bad bacteria yung bibig natin.
Yes. Meron nag-message sa akin, sabi niya, anong tawag dito, na proven nga si toothpaste for the singaw kasi nga again bacteria. And then also the children, they tend to swallow the toothpaste. Which ito, kung medyo na-swallow nila, kasi again, pea size, tama Doc, di ba? Pea size for us adults, and then grain size, yung grain size, yung bigas, ganun lang kalaki for the children. Okay? So kasi tayo, yung haba ng toothbrush, yun din yung dami, no? It's not the amount, but again, yung effectiveness and potency of the toothpaste that we are using. Okay? And then question, what kind of toothbrush should I use?
So again, yun pong soft bristles, never use the medium, never use the hard the hard ones. And idagdag ko lang din po, no, please make it a habit kasi ang naging practice po kasi natin kapag nagtutoothbrush po tayo, we brush and then we spit and then we gargle. So sana po tanggalin natin yung pag-gargle after brushing. You just spit the excess and then that's it. Never gargle kasi kailangan po yung mga tawag dito, minerals dun sa toothpaste na yun mag-stick pa dun sa ngipin. So kapag nag-brush kayo and then minumugan nyo after brushing, winash out nyo lang din lahat yung important substance na nasa toothpaste. And if I may add also, meron po kasing studies na hindi naman po kailangan na right after eating mag-brush ka agad. So give it at least 15 to 20 minutes. Kasi the moment na you stop eating, yung bibig po natin, ang tawag dito, nasa process pa siya ng digestion. So nagre-release pa siya ng acid. Tapos sinamahan mo pa ng toothbrushing after eating. So, acid, tapos, so highly abrasive po yun. So, rest for at least 15 to 20 minutes before doing your brushing.
Okay. So, very, very informative yan, Doc JM. And again, remember the 2 times 2 or 2 by 2. 2 minutes, twice a day. Okay? So, paano yung pagtanghali? Kasi, ang dami kong kilala, especially in the office, no? Right after, yun na nga, toothbrush. So, 3 times a day is okay or pero twice is okay na talaga, Doc?
For me po kasi twice a day is enough.
Oo nga eh.
Overkill na nga po yung 3 times a day. But again, kapag ka naman po, yun nga, medyo madami kang kinain or wala kang tigil ng kakakain kasi ganyan tayo mga Pinoy eh. Mahilig tayo sa kumain na ng breakfast, mag-snack ng 10, tapos magla-lunch. So, kailangan mo rin talagang mag-brush. Depending on how frequent you eat food.
Yan. So, Ian, dapat twice a day. Importante, not necessary. Yung iba, grabe, 3 to 4. Twice is okay. Twice. In fact, ako, sabi ko nga, meron akong timer. Kasi gusto ko na nakaka 2 minutes talaga ako or I have a small clock inside my bathroom. Tinitignan ko talaga yon. Sobrang OC lang ni Miss Smith when it comes then sa toothbrush. Another question, how important is mouthwash? Importante ba si mouthwash or we can let go of that?
Pwede po natin siyang i-let go but meron din kasing naiitulong ang mouthwash eh. So katulad ng mga substances na nasa mouthwash, na nakakatulong din sa pag-heal ng ating gums. So meron silang mga tawag dito, substances na nasa mouthwash na wala sa toothpaste na nakakatulong. But again, proper brushing is enough.
Yes, yes.
And flossing. Never forget the flossing.
So that brings me to the next question. Why should I floss? Isn't brushing enough?
Yes, hindi po talaga enough ang brushing. Kasi nga po, meron katulad nung, lalo na dun sa mga crooked yung ngipin or medyo may sungki-sungki yung ngipin, hindi po kasi enough na or hindi naaabot ng toothbrush yun. Hindi po mapasok kahit gaano pa kanipis yung brush na ginagamit. So the only way to remove the food debris in between the teeth is by flossing. And ang flossing po, hindi lang sa ngipin, hindi yung pagpumasok do in between the teeth, enough. You have to extend it
To the gums.
to the gums.
Oo.
So, kapag ka may bleeding gums, ibig sabihin, meron tayong problema. Pero pag wala naman, kung healthy yung gums mo, hindi naman po talaga siya dudugo eh.
Okay. Do we
About
floss?
sige, Mami.
Do we floss before or after the toothbrush?
I'm doing it after brushing.
Then after brushing. Pero others, I think, ako kasi, what I do is after the toothbrush nga, nagpo-floss ako. Para again, yung toothpaste na ginamit mo, maaano pa rin in between the ngipin eh. I do understand that the flossing is really, really very, very important. Kasi, yun nga, sa gums pa din. Ian, you are saying, what's your question?
Yung flossing kasi hindi popular sa Pilipinas, Doc, no? Pero sometimes, akala nung iba yung sinulid can do. Pero it's actually damaging. Marami, Doc, di ba? Yung sinulid or parang mga strings lang.
Kasi minsan po, kung mapapansin nyo po, ang floss na nasa market ngayon, nilalagyan pa nila ng wax para smooth yung gliding, yung smooth yung pag-insert natin. So kapag kumuha lang tayo ng sinulid, tapos baka magasgas yung ngipin natin. So hindi siya nakatulong, nakaperwisyo pa siya.
Saka napapatid ka agad yung sinulid. Masa-stuck din sa ano. I'd like to read one question here. Sabi niya, Doc, regarding sa primary teeth, if moving na siya, kailangan ba agad yon ipa-extract or wait lang mag-fall out naturally? Yung
depende po yan, no? Meron po kasi na umuuga yung primary teeth or the baby tooth, umuuga, pero hindi naman sumasakit. Okay lang po yun. Nahintayin na lang na mag-fall off ng pusa. However, kapag po ang anak ninyo naka-experience na umuuga na yung ngipin, tapos sumasakit, that's the time you need to seek the help of the dentist. Kasi ang makakompromise po ay yung eating naman ng anak ninyo. So hindi yan kakain kasi nga makakaramdam ng pain. So sunod-sunod na yun, magkakaproblema. Ang nagsasuffer yung nutrition naman ng bata. So kailangan po, depende sa pag hindi masakit, okay lang, hayaan nyo na lang na kusang matanggal. Pero kapag nagbibigay ng sakit, seek the help of the dentist.
Yes. Some are asking for the contact numbers. Mag-message na lang kayo sa akin. I'll be posting it also to my page, no? Kasi may mga nagtatanong kung ano yung address and then the contact number. Shinare ko kanina sa screen, but message me na lang dun sa mga gusto. Okay, so pwede ba daw ito exact address ni Doc? Doc, sa wisdom tooth po, until now, wala pa rin lumalabas. 40 years old, wala pa siyang wisdom. Okay lang ba yun?
Yun po, hindi rin naman po lahat kasi tayo talaga ay merong wisdom tooth. So, depende po yun. It's either wala talaga kayong wisdom tooth or baka nasa loob lang. So, have it radiograph po para makita natin kung nandun ba siya. And again, kung hindi po kayo binabother nun, okay lang naman.
Kasi yung iba, no, Doc J and Ian, sabihin nila, pag natanggal na yung wisdom tooth, uy, wala na akong wisdom. Natanggal. So hindi lahat merong wisdom tooth.
Yes. Yung iba po, sobrang pinagpala na wala talaga. Yung 4, wala.
Oh yeah. Ako pinatanggal.
Yung iba naman, sinalo lahat. So, impacted yung 4 ng ngipin.
Or naging crowded na yung
Kaya yes. Yun po yung isa sa mga dahilan kung bakit crowded yung ngipin.
Because yun nga, so nagkakaroon ng space. Okay, so meron pa ba kayong question other than the contact number tsaka address? Basta magpa-schedule lang kayo, no, because I know Doc JM is very busy. At tsaka marami rin talagang mga pasyente. And ako, I'm an avid I really patronize the dentist kasi nga ayokong mapamahal. Yung simpleng tooth filling or ano to, di ba? Kung lumaki yan. Again, mag-natural toothpaste and then use the soft toothbrush that we have, the charcoal toothbrush na napakalambot niya. Okay? So before we end, Ian, may questions pa ba tayo or we can now wrap it up? I would just like to ask Doc for his last message. I think we do not have any more questions. Okay.
Yeah, I don't see any questions sa chat box. Pero yun, no, tama, no, final reminder for everybody. Yung twice a year or every 6 months, huwag niyo pong kalimutan. Alam na natin yan, Doc, since bata, pero we tend to really forget. Minsan, it takes years before we visit the dentist. And also, yung flossing, hindi sikat sa Pilipinas, pero try to include it. Sobrang mura lang po ng floss. Actually, 25 pesos lang yata ang floss. Matagal mo nang gagamitin. And also, I'll try to do that, Doc. Nabasa ko na rin, napanood ko na yan, that you don't have to rinse after brushing. So I'll try to make that new habit of not gargling right after brushing. Yun lang, Ma'am Bing. Baka merong final word si Doc.
Yes, Doc, I would like to ask for your short message lang to all our listeners because this will be, naka-record tayo. So all our international countries, especially Hong Kong, Singapore, Macau, reminder lang, we have an event this Sunday. And then for our all international Sante branches and local branches as well. Anyways, kami naman like this session, you can have it pakinggan niyo lang siya ulit. That's what I do no. Ang sarap makinig lalo na sa mga resource speaker na naiimbitahan natin because they are sharing a lot. No, they're sharing a lot of knowledge. Kung pwede lang bang maging 3 oras or regular tong session na to, no? Pero I'm just thankful because of the time that was given to us. No, again, thank you, Doc JM. So for your last message, kindly impart few or short messages lang for our business owners of Sante.
Okay. First, thank you po sa pag-i-invite sa akin. Thank you for listening. Sana po ay may natutunan kayo kahit papaano. And yun, again, please see your dentist at least twice a year. Yun lang naman po yung hinihingi na. Actually, itong ginagawa po namin na ito, kung tutuusin, parang contradicting kasi tinuturuan namin kayo kung paano nyo pangalagaan yung inyong mga ngipin. Alam nyo na yung gagawin, hindi na kayo pupunta sa amin. But then again, kailangan po namin itong gawin. So, ang dentistry naman ay, it's not all about money. Kailangan po namin tumulong and magpalaganap ng tamang paraan kung paano talaga mapapangalagaan ng ngipin. So, yun. Again, visit your dentist regularly para wala po tayong ma-encounter ng mga mas malalalang problema. And again, brushing twice a day, flossing, sila po talaga yung key para maging healthy ang ating oral mouth.
Yes. Thank you, Doc JM for that. No, so lalo sa PCGA team ng Sante, thank you, Miss Mercy. Thank you, She.
Yes, lastly lang po, gusto ko lang po magpasalamat sa kay Dr. Paz Villanueva for the support that she's giving me and for allowing me to take off dito sa salamat po sa support and gusto ko lang din palang magpasalamat kasi yung ibang yung si Dr. Jam is also here listening and supporting me. One of my best friends is here, si Doc Kathleen Torres. So thank you so much for supporting.
Yes, thank you, Doc. Thank you. Salamat, Doc, talaga no? Salamat, Doc. So, Ian, I would like to read my final signature message for everyone before we really close, no? Being healthy does not mean changing our lives overnight. What we choose to do each day of our lives is what will determine the kind of person we want to be. What matters is how we respond to what is happening to our environment, the people we interact with, and the challenges that comes our way. Crisis or no crisis, the grass is always greener in Santay Barley. Ako po si Bing Kalinawan, your corporate product specialist. Let's live more and do more with Santay. Thank you very much.
Thank you po.
Thank you, Doc.
Thank you, Mabing. I guess that's the best ending message. Again, thank you very much, Doc JM Grave, for guesting in our this afternoon's webinar. So, in behalf of the whole Santay Engage NetDev team, the market team, the whole Santay management, our board of directors, we still have, I think, Ma'am Minette, Sir Joey, and Sir Paul Kaluwag. Thank you for joining us this afternoon, and to all the leaders who has joined us to this webinar, another crisis or no crisis webinar brought to you by Santay Engage and Santay International. So in behalf of everybody, take care of your mouth. No, visit your dentist. Don't forget to flush. Don't to brush your teeth at least twice a day. So again, thank you very much, Ma'am Bing, and thank you everybody for joining us.
Thank you. Tanggal ka na sa Facebook Live.
Thank you so much, Doc JM. Thank you so much. ACJ Group of Dentists. Thank you so much, Miss Sheroa. Thank you.
Group picture with Doc
Thank you,
JM.
Santay Barley.
Oh yes, take a picture first.
Picture tayo with Doc JM. Flash your prettiest smile. 1, 2, 3, page 1. Okay, smile. Page 2. Page 3, smile. Thank you, Doc. Thank you, Ma'am Mercy.
Thank you, Sir Paul.
Thank you.
Thank you, Apia.
Thank you, Doc JM. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sir Paul. Thank you po.
Santay Elite Leaders later at 5 o'clock. And then for those leaders who has members in Hong Kong, Singapore, and Macau, will be having an emergency meeting later at 7:30. Okay, so I'll be posting sa ating mga GC. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Bye. See you.